Welcome to Gonti, Lord of Luxury, and welcome to Black Friday. As far as opening hand goes, yes, we're going to keep on this one, and we are playing against the Boogeyman. So if you don't know about the Boogeyman, if you're new to the channel, the Boogeyman plays some really top-notch decks. It is, I don't know what my win percentage against the Boogeyman is, but it is absolutely horrible. I'll just go and get that one out there. So we're going to try our best today to get this one out. Let's go for Vampiric Tutor. And I think at this point, we'll just go and pass the turn. Might end up going for Vampiric Tutor. We'll kind of see what our opponent pulls out. But yes, welcome to Black Friday. It's been a very long time since we've done Gonti. We're playing Gonti, Lord of Luxury himself, Mr. Five-Finger Discount. Death Touch, whenever Gonti enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of target opponent's library. Exile one of those cards face down. Then when we spend our manas or any color to cast that spell. Playing against the Sleeper Agent. Xantcha? I think that's wrong. Whenever she enters the battlefield, and actually, yeah, they'll go for those activations in just a second. Do we want to... I think the best way to kind of stop her is definitely going to be grabbing some sort of sack outlet. So let's go for Vampiric Tutor. Let's get this popped out. Now, we do have Yahini. That would certainly allow us to sacrifice our opponent's commander. Do we have... Yep, Viscera Seer's in here too. Yeah, you know what, let's go and grab Viscera Seer. That might be open to some sort of board wipe, but I feel really good about getting down Viscera Seer. That's at least going to give us some sort of option to stop our opponent's commander. So we're going to grab Viscera Seer. We're going to put that on top, and hopefully we can stop any sort of weird shenanigans from our opponent. Let's go for Argyl's Bloodfast. I would have loved to have gone for a... Ancient Tomb off of that, but need some sort of sack outlet. But yes, as soon as our opponent's commander enters the battlefield, we gain control of it, and then she's going to attack each combat if able and can't attack its other's owner. Then for a 3-mana activation, its controller loses 2 life, and you draw a card. Any player may activate this ability. So, there we go. Got Necropotence down. And knowing our opponent, they're going to go pretty rough on this one, so... We'll let them get this one going. But yes, as far as Gonti... Oh, and actually, let's give a quick shout out to MTGOTraders, the sponsor for the channel. If you're in the market for some sort of commander deck or anything like that, be sure to hit up MTGOTraders and give a shout out to inkgaming.com. If you're in the market for a custom playmat, they have definitely got you covered, and they do some really good work. So let's see what we run into. Hopefully we hit a land or some sort of mana rock. Sad Robot. Yeah, I think that can work. Let's go for Swamp. Let's get down Viscera Seer, and we'll keep our fingers crossed that we can hit one more land. We might end up going just for Sad Robot, just to kind of outramp our opponent, especially them getting down Necropotence. It's going to be really hard for us to beat that, and so if we can get some sort of good ramp going, maybe we can grab something on the top with Gonti. That would certainly be a good game plan. But yes, we covered both sponsors, so... It is free time. We can talk about whatever we want. That's going to be Gonti. If you're new to the channel, Gonti is my Black Friday deck. We only play Gonti on Fridays, and... always feels really good to play Gonti. And it's funny because Gonti was one of those commanders that I had to put out a new commander one Friday, and I didn't know who I was going to put out, and I just went over whenever, I guess, I think Kaladesh. Yeah, I think it was Kaladesh. Whenever Kaladesh released, I looked at Gonti and I was like, well, I guess I'll build him. I mean, he was new, and I was like, I don't know how that new ability will play out, but it has turned into a very, very fruitful, fun endeavor building Gonti, and it's been one of my more popular decks, and I certainly enjoy playing him, and he just leads to some just really fun board states. One of the things that makes Gonti so much fun is that collective brutality. So if we want to, we can actually... They'll probably end up grabbing Undying Evil, and they're going for the -2/-2. So I think at this point we go for Undying Evil on Gonti. Yeah, no, excuse me, on Viscera Seer. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go Undying Evil on Viscera Seer, because that's going to force them to get rid of Yahini's expertise. And what we're going to be able to do on this one is at least sacrifice Viscera Seer, get some sort of scry. And if they have another piece of removal, we can at least do something else. So let's go and go for Viscera Seer. Yes, we're going to sacrifice him to his own ability. He's going to come back onto the battlefield as a 2/2, and we still get a scry. So look at that. He's super happy. Volrath's Stronghold. Yeah, we'll go and put that on top. That'll be a 4th land drop. That'll either be Gonti or Sad Robot. And then we can kind of hopefully get some good stuff going with Viscera Seer. But yes, as far as the Boogeyman, he or she plays a ton of super competitive decks. I mean, it is, and he or she always ends up putting competitive in the comments before you join their game. And so it's one of those, you kind of know what you're getting into. But yeah, he or she has a awesome Gitrog deck. That thing is, I've lost to that many times, and so if ever I'm feeling like a challenge and I see the Boogeyman has an open game, I'm like, all right, let's go in here. So like I mentioned, if we're gonna try our best today, but this is getting a ton of card draw with Necropotence like that is pretty brutal. So it's gonna let these triggers resolve. Okay, so we're gonna get down Volrath's Stronghold, and do we want to go for Gonti? I think that'll be good. Yeah, let's just straight up go for Gonti. Maybe we get lucky, pull something off the top, and see if we can survive this bad boy. Let's go for Gonti. Look at the top 4 cards. That's going to be Soul. Ooh, Gamble. Now, we could end up going for Soul Ring. That'll really open us up on mana. We've got the One-Eyed we can go for to bring a black card back out of our graveyard. Talisman of Indulgence, probably going to pass on that. We could go for Gamble, with us only having like 2 cards in the hand. That take a lot of Argos Bloodfast activation. So, let's just go and grab Soul Ring. That's a really safe bet. Let's go and push in with Viscera Seer. That's going to be a 2-2 coming across. Put them down to 17. And if we can somehow outrace that Necropotence, we might be in business. So we're going to swing across for 2 and then knock them down, and then we'll go and pass the turn back over to our opponent. But yeah, it's a little bit of housekeeping on the channel. You may have noticed I've done a few more arena videos recently. And also, I haven't really been putting out too much new Commander content. So I'm kind of in this weird growth process with Arena. I definitely want to start incorporating it into my channel. But at the same time, I have to give sacrifices somewhere. Like this past week, I've been getting up every morning at like 4:30 to record and edit 2 hours before work. And then I go on to work after that. So it's definitely been a kind of a growing experience, a learning experience, trying to just get all this stuff done. The way I do stuff on the channel is I always like for stuff to look good. I don't want to put out arena content and not have a good thumbnail. And at the same time, I want it to look different than my Commander content. So if you've been wondering why I haven't hit all of the new Commanders from the new set, that's pretty much why. I've kind of... I have OCD to some fashion, so when I get into something, I get really, really into it, and so Arena has definitely been that, and I'm very thankful for that, because I got into Standard during Return to Ravnica. Oh, all right, we're about to have an active Mind Crank. Okay. I love Mind Crank, and that's how many more triggers? 3 or more quest counters on it. Okay, so then we're getting a couple more quest counters on it. That'll definitely be bad for us, but we'll have to watch out for that Mind Crank combo. The only downside is I don't really think we have a way to deal with enchantment or an artifact in the stack. I know there's a few ways out there that we can do that, but we're definitely lacking in playing mono black. It's a little hard to kind of deal with certain things like that. So, but yeah, long story short, if you haven't seen any new Commander videos, that's kind of why. I'm still maintaining my Commander content. I'm not going to stop doing Commander videos. It's just kind of, it's going to taking a lot more work than I anticipated, getting into Standard, getting into Arena, and just kind of learning the metagame. And I've really enjoyed it so far. I've built some pretty cool decks, and to the people that have watched the Arena videos, I certainly appreciate that. And if you haven't, be sure to check them out. I try to carry the same fun that I carry over in my games into these Arena games. All right, so drawn to Mutilate, which is not exactly what we want to see. Let's go and push in for 4. Then I'll put our opponent down to 8. And we'll just pray that we do not get comboed out by Mind Crank. But to be perfectly honest with how many times I've comboed out people with Mind Crank, that's that's kind of very fitting. So we go Sad Robot. That's going to be another card on the battlefield. Yeah, I guess we just end up going Soul Ring. So we go Soul Ring. We can get down Sad Robot. Owned by the Boogeyman. We're going to be using the Boogeyman Soul Ring. We'll get down Sad Robot. That's going to allow us to search up our land for our library for a basic. We'll put that on. Yes, we're definitely going to use that ability. Let's grab a Swamp. And then anything else, no, we're going to go and pass the turn. So our opponent is sitting at 8, and we do have at least 6 power on the battlefield. So we'll see if we can't get something done off of that and see if we can't survive this. But yes, once I get the 3 active charge counters, or the whatever counters on Blood Chief Ascension, that's going to be it's going to be a good game. So we'll see if we can dodge that. But yeah, as far as arena content, and also on MTGOTraders, I'm starting to kind of roll out a few more standard content too. I just kind of got to this point to where I really enjoyed Commander content, but I realized it was just very, like, I don't know how to describe this, but my Magic brain was not getting pulled in certain directions that it used to get pulled in. And so kind of dipping into that has just been a lot of fun for me. I've really enjoyed it. I've built a bit Tezzeret Deploy, which is just a... Oh, that is a very, very fun game. You get down Divine Visitation, you go for Deploy, and you get some of those Thopters on the battlefield, and that's just such a good feeling. And you get a lot of quick scoops, too, especially if you're playing on Arena. And you end up with these... you just go for Deploy, you put 2 Thopters, or there's another card that's only legal on Arena, and it's 5 mana instant speed white spell. If a creature is attacking you, you get to put 3 spirit tokens on the battlefield, and so you get down Divine Visitation, go for that 5 mana instant speed, and eat up with 3 4/4 angels with vigilance, and it is just so good. I love it. All right, so opponent's got 1 red mana floating. They are sitting down to 5, so this will be lethal on the back end. So we'll see what they end up having, but I'm not entirely sure what they actually tapped out for too either. All right, Firestone for 4. Oh, that's going to be the entire crew on this one. Yeah, so I guess we definitely need to go for some sacks. Let's go Sacrifice on Sad Robot. That's going to allow us to cash in an additional card draw. Yes, we definitely want to cash in a card draw. Phyrexian Arena, a little late to the party, not exactly what we want to see. Born Power Stone, let's go ahead and put that on the bottom. Let's go for Scry off of... Do we want to... We actually don't have a way to recur Gonti, but we have more than enough mana. So you know what, let's go and send Gonti back to the command zone. So we're going to sacrifice Gonti, he's going to go back to the command zone. Grim Tutor. That could be a Henny. Yeah, I think Grim Tutor's okay, so we'll definitely put that on top. And then just to kind of dodge some of that, I don't know if that stops the Firestorm, but either way, you might as well just go and sacrifice Viscera Seer to its... Yes, we're going to use its own ability. Let's go send Viscera Seer. We're going to leave that Grim Tutor on top. That'll keep us open. That does put us in a position where we might be able to go for Exsanguinate. And once we end up going for Exsanguinate, let's see, Grim Tutor... For 1, I don't think that's going to be just enough. Because I think that's going to be a Blood Chief trigger next turn. As long as they can just deal 2 more damage whenever a card hits the bin. I guess we do just basically just grab Exsanguinate just to kind of see what's happening. But we'll definitely try. But yeah, as far as Commander stuff, I've got a ton of fun decks planned out. I just wanted to get this arena content out of the way. And then once I've just done the initial groundwork, getting the overlays done, the deck text done, the framing of it and stuff like that, now I have a ton of time to do more Commander stuff. So we'll definitely be seeing some more Commander videos. Let's go for Phyrexian Tower. We'll get that down. Okay, so we actually wait. Oh, excuse me. The Mind Crank put that... I forgot it puts that on the bottom once we put that Grim Tutor on top. So that's definitely going to stop us. We end up going for One-Eye. That's going to be Vampiric Tutor. Yeah, I guess we go for that. We get down One-Eye. We can sacrifice One-Eye to bring back Vampiric Tutor to put a card on top of it. Or if we want to grab Grim Tutor, we certainly can. Yeah, I guess if we're going to survive this one, we need to find some sort of way to deal with that Blood Chief Ascension. Yeah, okay, so let's go One-Eyed on, because basically we can only activate this before we've attacked, so we have to go for it now. So let's go for Vampiric Tutor, but Grim Tutor is going to put it straight into our hand. Either way, we're going to be losing some life. No, actually, we don't want to go for that, because that would be a Blood Chief Ascension. So we're going to go Vampiric Tutor, but that's also 2 life too. We can do that during our opponent's instep. Yeah, let's go for that. So we're going to sacrifice One-Eyed. We're going to grab Vampiric Tutor. And what we're going to do is we're going to go for Vampiric Tutor during our opponent's instep, and hopefully we can kind of survive off of that. Do we want to get down Phyrexian Arena? Yeah, we might as well. There's nothing else we can do. So let's go for Phyrexian Arena, get that down, and then we're going to go and pass the turn back over to our opponent. Yeah, like I have a few, I still have a Commander 18 deck that I need to put out, a couple of those. Like we've got the Varinia. I can't not remember her name, but it's the Esper zombie one. I've also got a fun Grand Arbiter build that I'm really excited that I've been kicking around in my head. So I'm really excited about getting a Grand Arbiter Fart Monster deck out, and that'll be really cool to see. And they're going to go for Phyrexian Tower. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, and actually, I just now realized that the way we tap down, we cannot go for Vampiric Tutor, but we can still go during our upkeep. So we'll see if we can survive this turn. But yeah, so I've got a really fun Grand Arbiter Fart Monster deck to put out. And but yeah, I'm excited to hit Commander again. I've just kind of, once I've gotten over the initial, like, oh my gosh, I need to get into Arena, and I had to buy some Necromancy. Let's see what they're going to go for. Necromancy, we basically got One-Eye. They're going to be able to bring back one... Okay, so they can sacrifice it to bring back a card, and it'll go back into our bin. And they're going to bring back Collective Brutality. Oh, they're going to be able to grab Vampiric Tutor. Okay. But yeah, either way, we would have been in a really bad position, because once we went for that 2 life loss, that would have triggered Blood Chief Ascension. So I think we're okay at this point. We're still going to try to dig it out. We'll see what we can do about it. And then I'm trying to remember what else commander decks we've got going on. That's going to be 1 life loss, and I think we've only lost 1 life. No, that's going to be 3 counters. All right, so now whenever opponent loses, let's see how this... and as long as yeah, that's just basically going to be instant speed. All right, so let's go for Phyrexian Arena. I think they're going to get it with the Mindcrank combo. That's going to be Swamp. Let's see if we can't find some sort of artifact destruction from... Oh, and actually, that's going to get it right there. Yeah, I guess we just go Argos Bloodfast, yeah, because that's going to trigger it, and this is not going to be good. We just stepped on an ant pile. Good game to our opponent, yeah. I was trying to be cautious, but I think either way we do that one. So good game to our opponent. Let's throw the chat up and toss it up. Good game. They got it on that one. And let's go and always yield to this Mindcrank. If you've never seen the combo, it is just absolutely beautiful. So watch this. They're going to mill out their entire library, or our entire library. I'm used to saying we're going to mill out our opponent's library. But once you auto yield, it's just going to cycle through the decks like that. And you can definitely see what's going on. So yeah, maybe I kind of misplayed that last part, but that's just kind of how that combo goes. When you're playing mono black, trying to fight off Bloodchief and Mindcrank, it's really hard to get anything done on that. So good game to our opponent. Played against the Boogeyman, they got it. They did get their life total down really low, but unfortunately, we weren't able to close it out. But anyways, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye. Welcome to Gonti, Lord of Luxury. Hope you're excited to get that 5-finger discount going. As far as our opening hand goes, man, if we had a... Nah, I can't keep on this. I keep a lot of suspect hands, but we cannot keep this. So let's go and mulligan. And whoa. Yeah, let's go one more go. We're just looking for a black. Yeah, I guess we keep on this one. We got to get super lucky with some lands. Come on, Phyrexian. Oh, you're so tempting. Let's put that on the bottom for right now. And then if you're keeping score at home, I would greatly appreciate it if you pray to the magic gods for us to kind of rip into a few more lands. I think that would really work out. But yes, welcome to Black Friday. And we're playing against Baby Muldrotha. Don't even know a word yet. A little baby swamp playing in the puddles. Let's get down swamp, and then we're going to keep our fingers crossed that Imperial Seal, that is 100% what we want to see. We're going to Imperial Seal. We're going to Imperial Seal for Ancient Tomb. That's going to be a wonderful option for us to go for. That'll put us on Worn Power Stone and make this a lot better. So we're going to grab Ancient Tomb. That's going to go on top, and then we'll pass the turn. We're playing Gonti, Lord of Luxury. Death Touch, whenever Gonti enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of target opponent's library. We get to exile one of those cards and spend our manas or any color to cast that card. We're playing against Muldrotha, Baby Muldrotha. During each of your turns, you may play up to 1 baby permanent out of the grave. Let's get down Ancient Tomb. I'm just laughing about Baby Muldrotha over there. Let's go Worn, and I haven't even been recording that long, which is kind of the sad thing. Let's get down Worn Power Stone, and then we'll kick it back over there. Let's make Muldrotha. There we go. We're gonna make Muldrotha normal Muldrotha. We're playing against normal Muldrotha. During each of your turns, you may play up to 1 permanent card of each permanent type from your graveyard. So, that's going to include artifacts. You know, if they crack a spell bomb, they can recast it out of the graveyard. Enchantments, creatures, play lands out of the graveyard. Pretty much anything that is permanent, you can play out of the graveyard. So, I always like to explain that. You know, if you're new to Magic or something, you may not fully grasp that concept. Anything that's basically not an instant or sorcery, that is fair game for Muldrotha, and she loves it. Okay, so we run into Expedition Map. And that's going to, yeah, that'll be a pretty nice turn. Now, if we want to set, yeah, I think we go Conjurer's Closet on Sad Robot. Yeah. I think that's good. So let's go Conjurer's Closet. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I like that. So we can get down Sad Robot next turn. That'll be a ton of land drops, and then also make it a really good Gonti. We can really start exiling some stuff from our opponent. And if things get a little bit too nutty, we still have Damnation to kind of fall back on. So about the only thing we don't want to see would be some sort of counterspell on Sad Robot. But we do have Expedition Map, so that'll allow us to grab another green source. I mean, not a green source, a black source. And that'll allow us to make sure we're online for our black mana. So let's see what we draw into for the turn. Draw into Stronghold. Yeah, I guess we just go for Sad Robot. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that'll actually end up kind of working out pretty well with Stronghold. So we want to start making these land drops. Let's get down Sad Robot. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then hopefully we don't lose too much life off of this. We'll get down Mr. Robot. Search your library for basic. Put it on the battlefield tapped. And we're about to see some beautiful, beautiful value as we start bouncing this, this Sad Robot. We'll get down Stronghold. We'll go for Expedition Map. And we'll probably end up doing is going for Urborg. Well, yeah, we'll see exactly what we want to go for. Let's go and exile Sad Robot. Oh, look at this. Love it. I'm in love right now. This is pretty much going to be one of the only ways that we're going to be able to beat Muldrotha. So grab Swamp, have that enter, and then anything else, kick it back over to our opponent. So we did cover both commanders. Give a quick shout out to MTGOTraders. If you're on the fence about getting into Magic Online, you heard a lot about Arena. Magic Online is pretty much the only way to play Commander, Modern, Legacy, and some cube formats. So, aw, the fun is over. Merciless Executioner, the fun police is here. He said, no more. You need to stop. That's fine. We'll sacrifice Sad Robot. We'll still at least get in a card draw off of that. But yeah, if you're looking to get into Commander Online, card prices right now are really cheap because there is, you know, the elephant in the room. There's a lot of people playing Arena right now, and that's definitely sucked a lot of the player base away from Magic Online. But left in that wake is going to be a lot of players who want to play old formats, and that's going to be some really good Magic. And the only way to make sure that Magic Online sticks around is by having people still keep playing it. Worst, discard a card. Yeah, I guess we just go Swamp off this one. Yeah, because well, do we need Damnation that bad? This is going to be a way for us to deal with Muldrotha. And that'll kind of give us a pretty good count for Stronghold. I still think we hold on to Swamp. Because they go for the +2 next turn, discard a card. We've got a ton of mana. We got an open expedition map. Yeah, let's get rid of Swamp. We'll hold on to Damnation and see if we can't cash that in for something next turn. But yeah, long story short, get into Magic Online. You know, there's a lot of cheap card prices. You can definitely, you know, if you're buying into the duels, the shocks, different things like that, usually like $50 will pretty much get you every single duel and shock that you need. And, ooh, run into Mana Crypt. And, yeah. Don't want to see Magic Online go away. Makes my channel go away, and that's not going to be fun for anybody involved. Let's go for Gonti. That's going to be... And why not? Let's have some fun. Let's get down Mana Crypt. Let's go for Gonti. And we have not made the land drop yet. So it's going to be 1-2. Let's tap down Mana Crypt. We're going to have that enter the battlefield. What we're going to do is we're going to make sure that Gonti goes to the exile zone instead of the command zone. That way we don't whiff on that Conjurer's Closet. So look at the top 4. Ooh, Rashmi. I think that's good. That sounds like a pretty fun little thing to go for. Or if we want to bring back Animate Dead on Sad Robot, that would give us a lot more swamps. I think that might be the better option. If we just go for Animate Dead, I think that's better. Let's go for Animate Dead on Sad Robot. If we wanted to be a little aggressive, we could kind of push in on our opponent, but I think we're good. So let's go Worn Power Stone. That'll be 1-2. Let's go Animate Dead on Sad Robot. That's going to be 1-2. We're going to bring back Sad Robot, and if we wanted to, we could kind of flash in Sad Robot, and that's going to keep it on the battlefield. But at this point right now, I think we're just going to go for Gonti or Bust. That's kind of what we want to go for. And with our last available mana, well, just in case we get some sort of instant speed, our opponent's going to scoop it up on this one. I'll still go ahead and post this one up because the game wasn't over yet, but you really got to see what this deck is capable of. We get down Conjurer's Closet, you start bouncing Sad Robot, you start bouncing Gonti. Muldrotha has a ton of options to deal with Conjurer's Closet, so I'm not entirely sure what this scoop was about, but counted as a win for Gonti. So anyway, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.